Hello students, in this lecture we will start new chapter, second chapter which is sample spaces and events. Second chapter, sample spaces and events. So this is chapter number 2. In this chapter we will study the concept of the sample space and events of an experiment. These are the prerequisites to the probability theory. Now in this chapter we will see deterministic and non-deterministic model. So let's see the deterministic and non-deterministic models. So here deterministic and non-deterministic model. So in everyday life we come across two types of phenomena, one of which result in unique and certain outcomes and other which will get which we do not get result in unique and certain outcomes. Means what? In deterministic model we get unique outcomes and in non-deterministic model we do not get unique model. Means what? Here we get result will be vary and here in deterministic model we will get unique result. So in non-deterministic model result may vary. So now let's see the deterministic model. So first point, deterministic model. So let's see the definition. It is an experiment or model which helps in predicting the outcomes. It is an experiment or a model which helps in predicting the outcome, means what? We previously have the result, means it has only one outcomes will get. This is deterministic model. So it is an experiment or model which helps in predicting the outcome with complete reliability, so which get unique outcomes. Now the outcome of such experiment is always unique. The outcome of such experiments is always unique and certain, hence it is not subject to chance. Hence it is not subject to chance. Such a model is generally described by mathematical formula. For example, if a body is released from height s to fall freely under the gravitational pull G, then s is equal to 1 upon t gt square, where t is a time taken. So here, if I have released one body which is from some height, so it will fall down. So it is only one possibility, it falls down. So we have the result, means what? It has unique outcomes, it falls down. So this is the deterministic experiment. So for example, if a body is released from height yes to fall freely under the gravitational pull G, then S is equal to then S is equal to 1 upon 2 gt square, where t is time, where t is time. So it is an deterministic model because it gets only one outcome, single outcome. Because if I release body from some height, it puts down on ground. It is only possibility. So it is deterministic model. Now next we will see non-deterministic model. Second point, non-deterministic models. So non-deterministic model. Let's see the definition. So there are certain phenomena of nature. There are certain phenomena of nature of which cannot be predicted, in advance, or many experiments whose outcome may not be known previously, or many experiments whose outcomes may not be known precisely, may not be known precisely. So that model is called non-deterministic model. Means we cannot determine before any condition. So this is non-deterministic model. And if deterministic model means what? It gets only one or unique outcomes. It is deterministic model. Means it can be easily determined. And non-deterministic model means what? The outcomes has more than one possibilities, which is non-deterministic model. Means we call it as in certain range. Means the possibility will be lies between some results, right? So this is non-deterministic model. Now it has several possibilities. So however, we may know that the outcome has to be one of the several possibility. That is, the outcome has one of the several, has to be one of the several possibilities is the deterministic or non-deterministic model. For example, the weight of newborn baby cannot be known before the birth, because the baby weight may vary from some weight. So we cannot predict it is 2.5 kg or 2.6 kg. So it may be it gives result when we weight it. So the weight of a newborn baby cannot be known before the birth, except that it may lie in certain range, it may be lie in certain range. Means we predict it may be lie in some 2 to 3 kg to 2 to 5 kg, but we cannot say it is exactly 2.5 kg or something, right? So we don't have any result previously. Then this is the non-deterministic model. So let's see another example. Second one, when a coin is tossed, we know that the outcome has to be either head or tail. Then outcomes has been either head or tail. head or tail. So we cannot predict which is either head or tail previously. So this is an again non-deterministic model. Now let's see the examples which are either deterministic models or non-deterministic. Now let's see the. So this is an example. So determine which of the following are deterministic experiments and which are non-deterministic experiments. Now first example is a body is released from a fixed height and the time it takes to reach the ground is measured. Means here we have given a body is released from fixed height and the time it takes through the ground is measured. Means here we have to only to measure the time. So this is unique output. So this is an deterministic experiment. So first is deterministic. Means here only we have unique output, which means the body will be reached at the ground. So deterministic experiment. Now let's see the second. So the sequence of heads and tails for 20 tosses of a coin. Means if I toss 20 tosses, then sequence of heads and tail will get more than one results. So means what? This is a non-deterministic experiment. So second is non-deterministic experiment. Now third one. So what is third? The number of seeds that can be germinated when 10 seeds are planted. So if I planted 10 seeds, so it may be possible that 10 out of 10 seeds will be planted. It will be possible that 10 out of 9 seeds planted. It will be possible that there is no seeds will be planted. It means what? Here more than one output will come. So this is again non-deterministic experiment. So this is non-deterministic experiment. Fourth one, a 3-digit number is found using digit 2, 5, 7, 9, using each digit only once. So if I use only once digit using these using these 4 digits, so it will possible that more than one element, more than one number will be formed, 3-digit numbers. So if I write, if I collect these 3 numbers, then we will get 2, 5, 7. And if I collect these 3 numbers, we will get 5, 7, 9. So it get more than one result. So this is the non-deterministic experiment. So this is again non-deterministic experiment. Now let's see next fifth number. So fifth one is running time of an experiment. So running time of an experiment is depend on algorithm. So it may be 5 minutes, 10 minutes or something. So it is lies between some range. So this is again non-deterministic experiment. So this is again non-deterministic. Now last one, the number of compare operations executed by sort algorithm. So number of compare operations. So here number of compare operation in sort algorithm will be more than one. So it is again non-deterministic. So non-deterministic experiment. So this is an example. Now next we will see sample space. So what is mean by sample space? If we say SBN sample space, then number of outcomes or number of possible outcomes in that particular set is called sample space. Now let's see the definition. Sample space. Definition: the set of all possible outcomes of an experiment. The set of all possible outcomes of an experiment experiment is called sample space of the set, is called sample space of the experiment and is denoted by sample space denoted by S or this sigma. So we use notation sample space capital S or this sigma. So each individual outcome of the experiment is called sample point or an element of sigma, and each individual outcome of experiment is called sample point, or elements of sigma. So sigma is sample space. So for example, we'll take, if the outcome of an experiment consists in predicting sex of new baby child, then what are the possibilities? So it may be boys or girls. So set has only two possibilities, G or B. So G means what? G means the child is girl and B means the child is boy. So B is, or G is child is girl and B means what? B is child is boy. So it is only possibility which will be either girl or boy. So only two possibility. Now second one, if the experiment consists of flipping or tossing two coins, if the experiment consists of tossing two coins, then it has only how many possibilities? If I toss two coins simultaneously, so the possibilities are both are head. Next, if first is head, second tail. Next possibility, first tail, second head, and second possibility both are tail. So there are total how many possibilities? 4 possibilities. So this is H, next HT, next TH, next TT. So there are 4 possibilities. Now for example, again third example, if the experiment consists of measuring, if the experiment consists of measuring in hours, the lifetime of a battery is hours, the lifetime of battery, then the sample space will be, so here if experiment consists of measuring in hour the lifetime of a battery, so it can be measured in a range, because we cannot say what is the lifetime of battery. So I will write in the sample space that it is x such that 0 less than x less than infinity. Means what? It is a particular range. Means the lifetime of battery will be in 0 to infinite. Means it is possible that value is between greater than 0, which is less than infinity. So according to number of elements contained in the sample space, they are classified into two types. Now next we will see finite sample spaces and infinite sample spaces. So here, if so, this is an how many lifetime here? So how much lifetime here? So x lies between 0 to infinity. So there are infinite sample space, and here in this first example, so here outcome of experiment consists of predicting sex of newborn baby. So here only two possibilities. So this is a finite sample space. Now next point we will see finite sample spaces and infinite sample spaces. Finite sample spaces. Finite sample spaces means it consists of finite number of sample point. If the number of elements in sample space is finite, if the number of elements in sample space, number of element in sample space is finite, sample space is finite, then it is called finite sample space. Then it is called finite sample space. It is called finite sample space. Sample space. For example, I will take first, if the experiment consists of rolling two dice, if this first example, if the experiment consists of rolling two dice, consists of rolling two dice simultaneously, then the sample space will consist of, how many output or how many points. So here two dice means where if I rolling two dice, so it has total there are 36 choices, so 36 points. So there are total 36 points. So which are sample spaces. So there are total 36 choices means what? First one, so here 6 choices. We have rolled two dice, so each has 6. First dice has 6 ways and second dice has again 6 ways. So total there are 36 points. So which are, I will write in the notation I comma j, such that I and j will vary from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So there will be 36 points. So 36 finite. So this is the finite sample space. Now next is again second example. A digit is selected randomly. A digit is selected randomly. Then which is from 0 to 9. Then so what is the sample space? So here digit selected from 0 to 9. So what will be the possibility? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there are only 8 and 9. There are only 10 possibilities. So it is again finite sample space. Now next we will see infinite sample space. So next point will be infinite. So finite sample space means what? It has only finite number of sample points. And infinite sample space, let's see the definition. Infinite sample space. Let's see the definition. If the number of sample points in the sample space are infinite, then the sample space is called infinite sample space. If the number of sample points in the sample space are infinite, then the sample space is called, then the sample space is called infinite sample space. Infinite sample space. So this is the definition for infinite sample space. For example, the infinite sample space can be so in this sample space it can be further divided into two parts. So again, the infinite sample space divided into two parts again. So again it can be divided into two parts, which is first countably infinite sample space. Countably infinite sample space. And next one will be uncountably infinite sample space. Countably infinite sample space. Countably infinite and uncountably infinite sample space. So infinite sample space consists again two types, which is this. Now let's see the countably infinite sample space. So what is meant by countably infinite and what is meant by uncountably infinite sample space? Let's see definitions. Let's see first countably infinite sample spaces. Countably infinite sample spaces. So let's see the definition. If or it is possible to put the elements, it is possible to put the elements of the sample space in one-to-one correspondence with the set of natural number, then it is called countably infinite sample space. Then it is called countably infinite sample space. Means there is a set which is same as natural number. Means we will take one correspondence with set of natural number, then that sets are countably infinite sample spaces, right? Means there exists one correspondence between that sample space with natural numbers. So this is countably infinite. Means we will count up to natural number. And uncountably infinite sample space means what? We will not count. So means there is no one correspondence between natural number, that are the uncountably infinite sample space. So for example, here if a coin is tossed, until a head appears, then the sample space would be if a coin is tossed until head appears, then the sample space would be. So here sample space will be, so if I toss one coin and I get head, so I will stop here. Now again, if I toss two coins, then if first it toss tail and second it gets head, so here I will stop here again. Now if I have three coins, then I get T, then head. So I will stop here. If I get head, then I will stop here. Now again, I will toss 4 coins. Then first 3 tosses I get tail, and fourth toss I get head. Again I take 5 coins. Then for first 4 coins I get tail, and fifth coin I get head. So I will stop here. Continuing in this way, we get here in this sample space, first we will get one element or 1 point. In that case I get 2 points. In that case again I get 3 points. In that case again I get 4 points. 1, 2, 3 and 4 points. Means what? So this is the 1 correspondence between natural numbers. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. So this is equivalent to natural number. Means what? This set is countably infinite sample space. Means there exist 1, 1 and onto functions such that 1, 1 function means what? For every so f from x to y is said to be 1, 1 function. Means what? For every values in x there exist value in y. So this is 1, 1 function. And for onto function, for all y belongs to codomain, there exists x belongs to domain such that f of x is equal to y. In that case we say that this function is onto. Means what? For every y belongs to y there exists pre-image in x. So here there exists 1, 1 correspondence between natural number and that sample space. So this sample space is the countably infinite sample space. Means we will count it. So this is equivalent to natural number, because here h means what? Only single element 1. So here 2 elements, here 2, here 3 elements, which is 3. So this set is equivalent to, means this is equivalent to natural number. So this is countably infinite sample space. Now let's see uncountably infinite sample space. Second one, uncountably infinite sample space. Uncountably infinite sample space. So if sample space is not countable, then it is uncountably infinite sample space. If the sample space is not countable, sample space is not countable, then it is called uncountably infinite sample space. Uncountably infinite sample space. Generally this sample space is defined by some interval or union. Means so generally this sample space is defined by some interval or union of intervals, union of real line. Means so uncountably infinite sample space can be given in the some interval. So means what? We have given interval 1, 2 or union of two real line, union of the real line. So here we have numbers. Here we have given this set A and this is set B. So their union. So this is again interval. So in uncountably infinite sample space can be given in the form of intervals, right? So these are all uncountably infinite sample space. For example, the lifetime of electronic component will be the lifetime of electronic components would be sample space be S is equal to S such that 0 less than x less than infinity. So this is uncountably infinite sample space. So it has infinite number of here points here, 0 less than x less than infinity. And second, so this first, second one, the rainfall of city for different year can be the rainfall of a city for different years can be defined by sample space S is equal to x, such that 0 less than x less than 1000 centimeter. So this is again uncountably infinite sample space. So this is a finite sample space and infinite sample space. In that infinite sample space we get again two sample spaces, which is countably infinite and uncountably infinite sample space. Okay, we will stop here. In next lecture we will see examples on sample spaces. Thank you.